0.3 THC or less, 0.3% THC or less, and then it's a hemp food. If it goes over that in Canada, it's called medical marijuana. And they're only allowing one food in medical marijuana in Canada, which is oils. So my oils don't have THC, so they're not medical marijuana. But they have all of the great things that the cannabis plant has, medical marijuana, except for the large THC. So I have nutraceutical companies. Beverly's provided some of our ingredients for the nutraceutical products that she's working on, and one of our companies is just puts them in some hemp oil with 2 flavors. But I'm also working with humulene, linalool. These are other terpenes, flavors that have medical claims. So there's a little bit of an article on that I printed. So I'd like to quote Leafly. They've published some data about the health attributes that you can make with the terpenes. So that's a little bit more research for people that, and what's driving our market is people are becoming more aware. Like there's more baby boomers that they've tried cannabis 10, 20, 30 years ago, but they're maybe not now. There's 13, 14 million of us in Canada that maybe don't want to get stoned, but we want all the benefits of cannabis, except for the stone, the health attributes. So that's what we're trying to address here. How can we make the ingredients so everybody in every town can have that same thing? So if I license this flavor profile with D-limonene to this company, I can also license the flavor to another company that wants to sell to skateboarders. Different branding, different art. Then there's baby boomers that are in the old age home, perhaps. Perhaps this helps with dementia. Would that reduce the work lost time in old age home, caring for people with dementia? If it reduces their aggression. So there's many ways. There's hockey stars. This helps with concussion. There's RCMP. This helps with PTSD. So I'm being driven by the market demand, and we're really trying to build the infrastructure so that this product has a food safety certification. So we have all the food safety spec sheets, and we can track and trace it. If there's somebody that buys this here and goes back to Nova Scotia and they have a reaction and they say there's heavy metal in it, there's a way to contact me, and then I go to my control sample and test it to see if the source of the heavy metal was. So tracking and tracing and recall is really important.
And the fact that you get all the health benefits without the high.
Well, without the high. I need that during the day when I work in my business, but at night, you know, when after supper or to stimulate my appetite, we need the little THC to get us over that hump, and the appetite, stimulate sleep, and it has many other uses and magics that maybe people in North America say there's no evidence, but if you look in Spain, Israel, around the world, there is efficacy treatment with the cannabinoids and the terpenes.
GW Pharma, big company.
Ethan Russo, his entourage effect. That's really basic what we'd like to talk more about. We don't like the CBD only legislation in some of the US states. The efficacy rate, it doesn't work as good as when it's blended with a hemp oil. You know, so plants and the full entourage effect of 500 things that you have in hemp is really what's helping us. That's more on the nutrition side, isn't it? That's a prescription from the sun, the earth, the seeds, the fertilizer.
And so for kids,
yes,
this stuff must work wonders for kids.
Again, as a food manufacturer, I like to talk what it has done for me specifically, but I can't prescribe for kids.
Right.
But we can always talk about hemp's omega-3, omega-6, and all of the other good things that are in the hemp plant to begin with as nutrition.
Right.
We are working with some children that are using this, so we don't want to bring attention to what they're doing right now. There's a lot of stigmatization, and even families are split apart. And it's hemp, and yet it's cannabis, and yet there's a stigma. So one side is education. If there's more education out, that helps my marketing. So I thank you for coming here.